first, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Mobley. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
They'll go to the ground. Could be an alley. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone. And they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their heels.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Looking for a gap. It's Walton. Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground. Boy, they took the business end of that run as he picked up 8.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Trying to take it back. The 40. Past the 20. In with the pick 6. Touchdown, Indiana. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Porter. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here come the Irish back on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They'll keep it on the ground. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. 6 yards to go. Throwing, Carr. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Still on his feet at the 45. Right down the gut of the field. The 10. Touchdown, Irish. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends. Like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll bring it out. It's Preston. And the ball is loose on the return. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast that sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find better field position to start a drive. First and goal from the 10. Here's Carr to throw. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Fitted in the window for the score. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Punts it out of the air. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers, and defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away, see where he's at, break on the football. Poor angles there by the defense. The offense took advantage with some nice yards after the catch.
The Hoosiers right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Got it. Oh, he's got some room headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And the point after is good. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Might as well give it to him again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Carr. Got it in the middle. It's Gilbert. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Might be calling a hot route. Running inside. It's Walton. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guy.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab past the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own.
Caught, and he's got room. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Defensive coordinators draw up all these blitzes, and then you got a guy like that, and he just can roll, and he can get out of things. He's a magician, just pops out of things, makes plays. He got outside the pocket, incomplete pass, but you know what? I was still holding my breath the whole time.
Hey, move. Go. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. The screen, he's got wheels. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Man, making a statement early in this football game. I'm open. Get it to me. He's already got 2 tutties on the game. Nice job making his presence felt early in this
You
football
having a competitive game. I'm over here trying shit.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
Pause.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So a drive there of 84 yards. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Using his legs to buy some time. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter. These defenses were reeling in the first quarter. See if they can get their sea legs in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The run inside. It's Richard. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And they can't make the play on third down. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's brought down. Couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your...
Snags it, and there's running room. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Sends it back in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walton.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere. Knocked down for a loss.
Second and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and force a third down and goal situation.
Wide receiver going in motion. They're in the gun, third down. Here's Carr. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Quick strike through the air for the score. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewart, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, Dave. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
To the air, it's Hoover. Here comes the heat. Gets open down the middle. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. And the Hoosiers want to move quickly. A run for the quarterback. Turning it on. Took it all the way inside their territory, down to the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop.
And sometimes you go, man, what a play by that guy. He carried people, or he broke tackles, or his speed, and that time I'm like, Palmer.
Got a little grass. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Hoosiers are flying down the field.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Preston. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Richard. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Going for 6. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Crosses midfield. At the 30. Running inside the 20. He takes it in. Touchdown, Irish.
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw in.
Oh, they try to trick him. The holder wants to pass. They wrap him up, and boy, that comes when the defense needed it the most.
It went from being a ball game to being a blowout.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside. It's Richard. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. And the Hoosiers are in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. To the air, it's Hoover. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes you're
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, going to the air. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's Becker. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Let's go first.
Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their second.
I'm about
And
to
they'll
box
still
that
have
shit
one in
up.
their pocket for
He
what's
won't get
left in
another
this
comeback
first half.
up.
That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Timeout taken by the Hoosiers. They cannot stop the clock again. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Got his man downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Lets it fly deep downfield. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half.
Damn. You tried it. You get A for effort.
I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
See if he can score some kind of way, man.
Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16. The Hoosiers will hustle to the line. The run inside. It's Richard. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Hubs it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Trying play action. Trying to find the end zone. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. This offense desperate for a score here to try to stay. And he's in. Touchdown, Hoosiers! great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone.
Is you finished or is you done?
He'll bring it out. It's Walton. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Throwing, Carr. Makes the grab. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Ollie, what do you have?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Play fake. Carr. Pocket breaking down. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
That's really nice fundamentals by a right-handed quarterback, going to his left, getting the shoulder turned and the hips around, helping him make a very accurate throw.
Here's Carr to throw. Makes the catch. It's Gilbert. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Notre Dame now facing 3rd and inches. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. There's a crease. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Great job by the back on the option.
They called the option because there's so many options on the play. There's so many things they can do. The defense did a good job taking away the quarterback. But, man, they lost track of the running back. Great blocking. Running back takes it all away for the huge touchdown.
He's into the end zone again. A little icing on the cake with a 2-point conversion after the long touchdown run. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. There he goes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. And the Hoosiers in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos after.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Lining up for the PAT. Right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Walton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walton. Makes it past the marker. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Makes the catch, and he's free. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Quarterback may change this route. From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. Quickly complete. At the 35, he's open. Hits the accelerator to the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
I just love that about this team, because right when it looks like the opponent has just a glimmer of hope, scoring a touchdown on the last drive, they just come right back out, David, and they put their foot down on the gas. They put their foot down on your throat. They stay aggressive and score a touchdown of their own.
It's just such an explosive offense, man. They can hurt you so fast. They're so dangerous. Defenses don't know what to do. You're right. Great answer. You give up a touchdown, you go right back and get you one.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. This should be the last play of the quarter. And back to the air on 2nd down. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. We can only imagine more fireworks ahead here in the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out to the right. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. And on first down, they're running out the field goal unit. Oh, look at this. The kicker's going to run it. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Well, that is not the way they drew up the fake field goal. Nothing looked good about that, and no surprise that that attempt failed.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. He'll do it himself on the draw. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation.
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure three here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. Motion from the back. Fourth down, Carr. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Lining up to add another.
50 ball.
The kick is up and good, and put one more
Ain't
on
gonna
the
lie,
lead.
you got some game, nigga.
Scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things
you got
off
some
with an
game.
8-yard toss for the score.
You might want to fuck with Rome first and then work your way up, but
the Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Here's the pressure. Going to try to get it himself. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the deep.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Here as he
I'll let
throws,
you
that
get the
ball
one and
never
two
had a
hard.
chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
gave
This
you the
offense
one
has
and
it with
two hard.
really good field position. Motion from the wideout. Got his man. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Carr rushes on him, and he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Oh, they're after him. He's got his man. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Irish.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
This ain't even my defensive playbook.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Unloads it left. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He was thinking touchdown all the way, but he got it down to the 26-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, where you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Under fire. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Looking for the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway.
Y'all in trouble when I get
the last time they had it, they'll try to be more productive this time around. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man. It's Marsh. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I'll tell you, you've got to give this defense credit. That was only his second catch of the game. He came into this as one of the best receivers in all of college football, but this defense had a plan. They have shut him down. They have limited him, and that's why they're winning right now.
They're dealing with a second and long. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Under fire. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter. And that didn't look like it was the right read. Like you got to be smart as a quarterback, make the right decisions. And I know he's a go-to guy, and he's already had success on the day. But sometimes you can force it in when it's just not there. That was really good coverage. I know he's good, but be smart with the football and don't try to force it into closed windows.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Irish, after the chunk play through the air, back to the line. Throwing, Carr. Looking to the big tight end. On target to the left. And with that, he's got him set up with a 1st and goal as we get set to play on the other side of the 2-minute timeout. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run the option. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Man, I told y'all can't fuck with me in this game, man. Like, I really do.
Coming out with it, it's Beebe. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Nah, Quez.
Good news, I
Quez
guess,
got
on a move
game,
to work with as they
but
start
Rome
this
is
drive
trash.
from their own 15. Back to pass, it's Hoover. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. What? Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Back has it. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the 1st down marker.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what we saw right there.
Next week, this is what it's going to look like.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas.
But
keep
Dom
putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what?
Dom at
This is one of those
quarterback.
stats days. You look back and you're like, that
you
guy
better
had
than the
12
Ducks.
touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25. Stopped at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Off play action. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Working the middle. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Defense might bring the house here. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Well, I know when the defense goes back and watches this film, it's not going to be perfect, but that was the stop they needed, right, David? You got two great offenses going back and forth. You just got to be able to break serve once, and the defense did it here.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. One more play to pad the stats. Carr. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Upstairs, he's got it. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae.
Ain't no way they let him catch that.
On the points we've seen in big moments in this game. They have
Ain't no way they let that
and
nigga catch that.
deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite.